everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video I was thinking I would do a bit of a realistic what I read in a week, because I feel like I watch all these videos of booktubers and they just read so many books, and at the end of the month they've read so many books, and I am just not that person. I think I tend to read around 4 books a month, and that is with me having a full-time job. So I thought I would show you how many pages I read each day. I thought I would do it from Monday to Friday so you can see how I juggle working a full-time job, filming YouTube videos, and also reading as much as I possibly can. This is with me, going to work, doing the food shop, seeing friends. So I feel this is a very realistic what I read in a week. So I'm currently reading Oryx and Crate by Margaret Atwood, and I am absolutely loving it. I just love these sort of post-apocalyptic worlds that she writes about. So I am well and truly hooked in this book. So hopefully I get to read as much as possible this week. I was in London this weekend, so I got the train yesterday and I started this book yesterday. And currently I am at 152 pages, so I am a fair chunk into the book. I feel like that's quite a lot of pages for me to read in one day, but like I said, I was on the train. So today I'm hopefully going to film a YouTube video. I need to do the food shop, so hopefully I can read some more tonight. I tend to read in bed. I like to go to bed a bit earlier and get some reading in then, but I'm hoping after I film my YouTube video that I can read some more as well. So I will update you and let you know how many pages I managed to read today. Okay, so it's the next day. I am home from work and I actually just looked at how much I read yesterday, and I'm currently on page 188 after reading last night, and that equals 36 pages. So it's not the most pages I've ever read in a day, that's for sure. But it was a Monday, I'd been at work, I filmed a YouTube video, so I am pleased with my 36 pages. But let me tell you a bit about this book, because it's got a lot darker as of last night. Those last 36 pages were definitely a lot darker than how it started, because let me read you the blurb. It says, "Pigs might not fly, but they are strangely altered. So for that matter are wolves and raccoons. A man once named Jimmy now calls himself Snowman and lives in a tree wrapped in old bed sheets. The voice of Oryx, the woman he loved, teasingly haunts him, and the green-eyed children of Crake are for some reason his responsibility." So that blurb is so vague, and I feel like when you start reading this book, it is equally as vague. Like, you don't really know what's going on. Everything in that blurb is true. There is a man named Snowman who sleeps in a tree, and you don't really know how he got there or why he got there or really anything that's going on. But slowly the story starts to unveil itself. It's set in the present tense, and then it's Snowman looking back on his childhood when he was Jimmy. And I don't know what age he was when he changed his name to Snowman. I don't actually know what's happened yet to get him in this situation, but he is completely alone apart from these unusual sort of scientifically made human type people. They're not actual humans, they've got lots of things altered, and I get the impression that Snowman and his friends have sort of made these humans, but I don't know how, I don't know why. So it's all very intriguing, but you also find a lot about Oryx, who's mentioned on the blurb, a lot about their life as a child, which is really upsetting and really dark. So that's taken a turn in the book, but I am really enjoying it so far. I'm so intrigued to hear what happened. It's such a mystery right now, but I'm really enjoying it. It's set in this sort of post-apocalyptic landscape. You don't really know if it's the whole world or if it's just this area that Snowman is in, but I'm hoping I find out. So lots of questions still left to be answered and very intriguing. So I'm going to try and read a bit more tonight. I have been editing another YouTube video, so it is a bit later on, but I will see what I can get done and I will give you an update later. So it is checkup time again. It is currently Wednesday, and yesterday I read 90 pages, which means that I'm on page 278. So we actually don't have too much left of this book, and I'm really enjoying it. And I thought I would tell you a bit more about it because I've never read anything like it before. I think Margaret Atwood has the most incredible imagination ever. Like, I am actually baffled by her mind and how she has managed to come up with some of the things in this book. I am just loving it. So it is set around sort of these like science camps where these families live, all these scientists live with their families in these sort of like safe spaces away from the outside world where it's all dangerous and dirty and all of this. So they never really see the outside world, and it's full of these brilliant, amazing minds creating really experimental and new animals and materials, and just I think it's set quite a lot in the future. And they come up with some really wacky like hybrid animals, like a mix of like a goat and a snake, for example, something like that. So they're coming up with loads of groundbreaking scientific discoveries, and it focuses on this boy, Jimmy, who is now Snowman. And he grew up in one of these complexes. His parents were both scientists, and he is currently in a bit of a sticky situation. In the present day, he is completely alone, like I mentioned before. But slowly but surely, you learn about his upbringing and how he has managed to get himself there. I still don't know the twist of what actually happened, but it shows his different relationships with Oryx and Crate and how these two people were instrumental in him ending up in the situation that he has done. I feel like in the last 90 pages that I read yesterday, I really got to know Craig a lot better and how his mind works, and I am unsure about him. I think he's not very nice, but we'll see. But I don't think he's very nice. He's very sneaky. He's super, super intelligent. He ends up going to one of the best colleges there is, whereas Jimmy is sort of a bit more mediocre and ends up in a very mediocre / rundown college. So I think Craig is going to be the driving force of how they ended up in this situation with these sort of otherworldly human-like people taking over the land, as well as all these different crazy wacky creatures that are hybrids of other animals. So yeah, loving it. Like, some of the scientific developments that Margaret Atwood comes up with that they discover is just ingenious, and it just feels so creative and imaginative, and you really feel immersed in the world. You feel like you're in there with them. You can really imagine it. And I think this book just really demonstrates how amazing of an author Margaret Atwood is. I looked on this book and it actually says that it was shortlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction and the Booker Prize, and I can completely see why. I think it is so good. I highly recommend it, and I feel like I have not seen anyone talk about this book before. I think it is a bit older. I think it was written in 2003, I think. So it is a bit older, but I highly recommend it so far. I think it's so good. And it's shrouded in mystery. Like, I just need to know what happens. So there are around 430-ish pages. So I'm going to try read some more tonight. I was meant to be going to the cinema to watch Barbie, but all the tickets are sold out. So I will be in for the night. We're baking a cake. Nice wholesome activities, but other than that I have no plans. So I'm going to sit and read some more of this book. It is so readable, it's so easy to get through, and yeah, like I said, I'm just so hooked. Like, I need to know what happened. Did they create these creatures? How did they create them? Where's everyone else? Are they all dead? I think they are all dead, to be honest. Yeah, loving it. Really, really enjoying it. So I'm going to try and read as much as I can tonight, and I will give you another check-in tomorrow. Hello guys, it is currently Thursday. I have just got in from work and in for the day. It is 8:10 in the evening, so got home a lot later than usual. I have not read anything today, and yesterday I only read 45 pages. That cake took much longer than expected, and it wasn't even for us to eat. It was for a work bake sale thing. So yeah, that's where most of my evening went yesterday. So read 45 pages yesterday, still loving this book. To be honest, I was hoping to finish it tonight, but again, I was hoping to read a few more pages yesterday. So yeah, like I said, it is 8:10 now. I've eaten my dinner. I went to my mum's for dinner. So that's good. No washing up to do or anything like that. So I can sit and relax and read some more of my book. Like I said, I'm still loving it. Like, honestly, go and buy this book. It is just so good. I just love Margaret Atwood so much. I actually saw her talk at Hay Festival, and she is just so funny and quick and witty, and that is so translated in her books. Like, I just love her as a person and I love her writing, so really enjoying it. And it's just reminded me that I need to read more Margaret Atwood books. I think I read I think this is my third Margaret Atwood, I think, or fourth. I think my fourth, and I've loved every single one, so I am definitely going to read some more from her. But yeah, maybe finish it tonight, maybe finish it tomorrow. I can't be reading that many pages tonight because I am quite tired. It's been a long day in the office. But yeah, that's okay. I always try to read every day, whether that's, 20 pages or 70 pages or 100 pages. It doesn't really matter to me. I think the actual act of just reading every day, I really enjoy the routine of it. No matter how much I get to read, I always read before bed, no matter what. I don't think I could be able to go to sleep without reading before bed. But yeah, some days you read more, some days you don't read so much, but that's okay. We all have busy days. So yeah, gonna just sit now, relax, and read some more of this book. Guys, it's Friday at 11:30 at night. I am in my pajamas. I am all ready for bed, and I have read 0 pages today. After work, I went for a gorgeous walk in the woods. I will insert some clips now for you to see. And then my plan was, because I was home alone tonight, my plan was to have a nice early night, get some pages in, because I really wanted to finish this book today. But just 5 minutes before I was going to go to bed, my boyfriend called me and said, I'm on my way home, let's go out for a drink. So I thought, you know what, I'll do it. And now it's 11:30 and I have not read a single page. So I am gonna read now. I don't think I'm going to finish this book tonight. I'm still kind of hopeful, but I am a bit tired. I really wanted to finish a whole book for you in the working week, but it's a realistic week in my life, working full time, trying to read as much as possible. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but yeah, I'll see how far I get tonight. Hopefully I can finish it maybe before I fall asleep, but I'll let you know tomorrow how I go on with it. I forgot to say one more thing. Yesterday, page count for the day was 55. So, a good solid day, I think. I think I just read before bed 50 pages. So yeah, not too bad. Not the best, not the worst. So hopefully I can read some more pages tonight. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, bright and early, raining as usual in Manchester. But I just thought I'd give you my final update. I didn't manage to finish the book last night, but I finished it this morning. I thought it was so incredible. Absolutely loved it. Loved the ending. The ending was sort of like the big reveal of, how they got into that situation and how, sort of the human race has become extinct. But yeah, absolutely loved it. I highly recommend it. Another success from Margaret Atwood. I just love her writing so much. So yeah, I think the book was, did I say it was 430 pages? So from Sunday to Saturday, so in a week I read about 430 pages, and I'm quite pleased with that. Sometimes I read a lot less than that because life gets busy sometimes, but I'm happy with that amount that I've read this week. So there is sort of a realistic amount of pages that I read in a week. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.